Hello, everybody. As always, I hope everybody's doing great and smiling. I'm doing fantastic, enjoying life, and I just want to shoot some positivity into the universe. That's what I'm always trying to do, man. Life is so special that sometimes I'm confused by the hate and the animosity and the separation of people in general from others. It's like we stop seeing the humanity in other humans that exist. Now, however you want to define a human is on you. I'm not telling you how to define anyone, but I think as long as you're a conscious and a person, you have a right to live and breathe, and I respect that. I respect your choices as long as you don't force them on me, and you can do what you want to do. I don't know, you call me a liberal on that, and I am, but when it comes to what I do, there's only certain things I'm allowed in my life because you got to live your life. I'm gonna live mine, and I'm not going to change for nobody. That's just me. Now I will change if it helps improve the group and is not going to cause me much pain. Then of course I'll change. However, one thing I do notice, and I would love to discuss, is communication. I notice that most people do not communicate clearly, and so many people get hurt by honest dialogue. Someone can ask me a question like, am I nice for me? And I can say, you're a very nice person, or I can say, you're very mean. And then they can say, well, what do you mean by that? And I can give them examples. This person who asked me for my analysis can become severely hurt just by communication. And that brings me sadness. Because if you really want a dialogue, then you should want the honesty that comes behind the dialogue. Not all criticism is meant to hurt you. Now, you can perceive and receive it as such, but you shouldn't go around, you shouldn't exist in this plane trying to find what somebody says to you as offensive. Um, it's like how one person can say a derogatory term to you and you accept it as love, and the next person says the same derogatory term, but since they're not from your group and they say it, it's hate. That's confusing to me. The way that you receive something is you. People put out energy, but you don't have to receive the energy. You don't have to be in tune with it. And what I mean by that is, don't let negativity enter your life. If somebody asks me for advice, I would say don't project your negativity. We can all project it, but I find myself more and more, even though I may listen to someone that's negative, I tend to want to avoid them. I tend to not want to be around you. And sooner or later, even if you have a positive message, if you project negativity, I will usually disconnect from you. And I don't want to do that. I want to support everybody. I know we all need to vent. I know we all have complaints. Life is not fair. I get that. However, you can't make somebody see it your way. It is what it is. No matter how much I want you all to love Charles, say, Charles, you're great. Charles, you're this doo-doo. I can't make you do that. And I don't go around trying to force people into my world. It's just, it is what it is. I hear a lot of people also talking about achievement, success, capitalism, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. From the way that I think, I will. I don't ever see myself being opulent because I'm too. I want to share too much. So no matter how much income I earn or investments grow, or I can generate wealth, I will always want to spread my wealth among others. So I will never be I'm the richest man in America, because that's just not in me. How it doesn't make to me, and I'm just a messed up person. I always think, let's say I had a billion or 2 billion. How much do I need? I mean, for 1 billion, that's 1,000 million. So I can divide that 1,000 million into what? You know, 500,000, 2,000 times. You know what I mean? Pretty much. So I get, if the average house is $500,000, I could buy 2,000 people a paid-for home with that. But in this system, it makes no sense. Oh, because they haven't worked for it. I'm not just trying to get them a domicile so they can live, man. What's wrong with that? And we can do that. We have the 3D technology. We can build houses. We have automation. People's lives could be easier. We can have a smaller work week. I mean, I'm not telling nobody how to distribute wealth, right or wrong. But think about this. So many people can be more proactive if they didn't have to worry about the debt or or the unfairness of the social system. I mean, it is what it is. How do we preach love? How do we teach people to care? You can't, because so many people are fearful, jealous, possessive. They don't want to be seen as dominant and as the boss. Man, if you really want that, man, it's all for you. But that can't. It's not me. Um, if I'm eating, I want you to eat. If I'm drinking, I want you to drink. Any movie I got, you can look at it. Any video game I got, you can play it. If you want to get in my car and ride with me, it's cool. As long as you're not aggressive and you're honest and you're reciprocal, I don't mind going on my way for you. However, you're not about to use me up as a tool, because I'm human. So I want some type of appreciation if I'm doing something for you. That's just me. I don't think a lot of people think along the same lines as I do. I want to have a great life. I want people who associate with me to have a great life. I want to learn as much as I can. I want to share as much as I can. I try to understand why we all do what we do. I'm an avid reader. I'm always trying to read something, and I try to always be objective when it comes to absorbing information from any type of medium or media, be it radio, television, or books, because all you know is what you've been taught and what you can absorb and what you can discern or observe. So I'm not saying that genetically we don't have some type of knowledge that can exist inside ourselves and let us know stuff that we probably never could consciously recognize, but somehow inherently in us we can say, damn, how do we know that? That's what I think, man. I think that there's a million books to read. There's 1,000 people to know, thousands, billions of people to know. But I'm saying it's always something new. So don't ever get frustrated in your life. Don't ever let your life become so mundane that you're unappreciative. There's no reason for you not to appreciate existence. There's no reason, man. I know some people are getting downtrodden. You're going to beat yourself up. What is life worth living, man? As long as you see the sunshine, as long as you feel, even if you couldn't see, as long as you feel the heat, man, life can be great, dude. You can be great. It is what it is. It's becoming so awesome. There's so much I can learn in an instant. I can just Google, why is this, why is that? How accurate is the information that I study? Is that going to be accurate? I mean, is the research going to be on point? Who knows? But it's the fact that I can do that. I can actually learn so much. We need to start taking advantage of these resources. I hate the game of risk that we live in. I hate this system that we live in somewhat. Like, it's kind of in a way irrational. We all get programmed to be consumers. I'm a consumer, man. I'm buying all type of nonsense. But I love the ability to share what I consume with other people. It brings me great pleasure to see people doing what they want to do. And I'm not talking about well, I am talking about, let's say I have a candy dish and people can get all the candy even though it's not good for you. But that's what you want to do, man. As long as you ain't hurt nobody, I'm not here to stop you. I can tell you, hey, this is the cause of a lot of diseases, but that's on you. And but people are going to still be human and do what they want to do, and that is what it is. I just felt like rambling. I think that life is great. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to have people I consider friends. I'm happy to be invited places. I'm happy to get into group hangouts. I think there's a lot of programming that defeats the connection between people, men and women, different ethnic groups. If you want to use the term race, different races, different religions, different philosophies, different societies, whatever it may be. And the problem is we need to start accepting the differences of people. Learn to love life. Learn to not project how you feel the world should be on someone else. Learn to let people be who they are. Learn to be cool with people. I'm always going to say, give somebody a big fat wet kiss, and accept that as a human, you can always change your mind. I don't want to go on a tangent, just real fast. I've heard some arguments, and some arguments are just erroneous, illogical, and emotional to me. There's nothing wrong with that. However, when you make a statement like you need to have this prerequisite before you're a man or a woman, or you need to go through this experience to understand it, I don't always agree with that. People keep forgetting there's no such thing as absolute, and there's always aberrations or exceptions to the rule. So responsibility, even as a child, I think I was extremely responsible. The more I grew up, I became more wise. I became more knowledgeable. But my level of responsibility never wavered. And a lot of stuff that happened to me that may have been considered irresponsible, I'm pretty sure I did out of ignorance, because reflecting on myself as the adult that I'm supposed to be now, the young me would listen to me, because all I ever wanted from anyone was somebody to shoot straight with me, tell me the purpose of it and why to do it. Just don't tell me to do something, because I have to understand the purpose of it. It makes no sense to do something that I don't see the constructiveness. I mean, I don't see the purpose of it. So I'm telling you, a lot of you people, when I say that, I mean people other than me, kill me, because you'll argue over irrational thought. You'll argue over something that there is no purpose, or there's no concrete evidence to support your argument. I mean, dude, I am never going to tell somebody uh, like what really is right and wrong for you. I know what's right and wrong for me, man. Listen, you can be. There's no such thing as a fast lane, but a lot of people leave the number 4 lane, number 5 lane, whatever lane is farthest to the center line. It's a fast lane, and you get, let's say you get into this quote unquote fast lane, and you're doing 80 and somebody else is doing 65. You're angry because this person is not going faster and moving out the way. But if you look at the laws can be interpreted any which way and changed at any time. You'll be like, well, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing because the speed limit is 65. You can't go no faster than that. But we'll get mad about it. It's not irrational. That's emotional, and emotional because you've been programmed or taught that something should be a certain way and people should do certain things. But the other person who's driving the vehicle in front of you doesn't believe the same thing. So who's right and who's wrong? Are you right? Are they right? You know, it's this idiocy. The way that we think is it's just amazing to me. And some of the arguments that we have, some of the thought process that we have, is crazy. I'm gonna speak about another tangent that was crazy to me, and I am not a lawmaker at this time. So I've always wondered. I understand the answer, but when it comes to childbirth and the way that the laws are written today, we tend to put equal responsibility of the child's birth on men and women, when in all actuality, women have total control over childbirth. I can't make a woman have my baby, and I can't stop her from having an abortion. So it is not all equal. You know, if I can have control too, or I take a pill and stop my reproduction now, and I just slipped, okay, then you get throw more on me. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying some of the arguments that we have come more are from the emotional standpoint unlogical. And somebody may disagree with what I'm saying, man. I'm sorry to going off on a tangent, but I just look at some of the fallacies we have, some of the ills of our society, and I'm not this is what you need to do. Charles started straight out for you, dude. I'm just giving a quick ramble because I just felt like doing it right now. So I'm done with this. I hope I didn't bring pain to anybody. If I did, hey, I'm sorry. That's the way you feel, and that wasn't my purpose. But it is what it is. Go love somebody today. You know, go accept somebody for who they are. And you know me, you don't have to forgive, but hopefully you can forget whatever pain somebody's brought to you. And even if you can't forget, maybe you can learn to function within that pain, whatever in that post-traumatic PTSD, you know, stress disorder. All right, I'm done with this. That was a good little ramble. Hope I make somebody feel great. If I made you angry, it wasn't my intent, but you know, sometimes the wisdom starts flowing. All right, like some water pouring out the mouth. Take care.